Now again, use your little technique for covering the hair. Sometimes you do need to completely undo it. And you can just pop your tissues back in, but try not to disturb your client if you can. Now, some facials, if you're doing a hydrating facial, you'll leave the oil on and apply the mask. Some facials you'll remove the oil and then apply the mask, and that relates to your skin analysis. Because Jill's so dry and we're doing a hydrating facial, we put the mask on over the massage cream. But for other skin types, we would remove the massage substance first. Right, now use your spatula. Some people place it on the back of the hands, some people use it straight from the spatula to the brush. Some holistic facials, you apply it without a brush and we apply the mask with a facial. What you're going to do is draw a line all around the end, and that's a boundary line. So you're going to draw your boundary line through. Now, think to yourself, what area am I going to apply the product on last? If you said cheeks, you'd be right. Now you see Jill's got this cheeky skin again, so we're not really we've got to use a lot more product on Jill's skin. The more facial she comes for, and the more she follows the home care advice, the less product she'll use. So this is where the product advice comes in really well, because it could be that she's using something that's dehydrating her skin. So what she's using every day makes a big difference. Also, so you shouldn't really have to go back for more mask, but sometimes if you've got a client that you've not done before, and the skin's really dehydrated, you can't do anything else. But just try and make it as least disruption as possible. So we're going to look at what she's drinking, what products, everything. It could be that she needs to use more of a humectant in her moisturiser because she's working in an air-conditioned environment. Now you can choose to use different masks. If I found that Jill, from a consultation, had an oily T-zone or blocked pores anywhere, I could use a deep cleansing mask. What I'm using is just one mask, but you could use different masks to suit the different skin types. And then just even it out so that it looks good. Obviously, if you're in a private beauty room, it doesn't really matter what it looks like, but it is always good to have that ultimate professionalism. You can use eye masks as well, so you might want to actually apply an eye mask at that stage. Just cover your brush in a tissue and place it underneath, out of the way, so that you're not contaminating your nice cleansed trolley. Now you can use dry eye pads if you're using an eye mask. You can use wet eye pads, warm eye pads, cold eye pads, different ones for different reasons. Ice pads are really good for if you've got a lot of fluid underneath the eye. If you're using a product, you don't want to use a wet pad because you're going to dilute the product. A warm pad is nice if the person's stressed. It does feel nice and relaxing. So that all you can see is just you can breathe through there. Now there's loads of different masks. There's a collagen mask, which is like a sheet that you place over, which has usually got marine collagen. Sometimes it can be bovine collagen. So if you do have to check if someone's vegetarian, what ingredients are in, because some ingredients are from an animal and that wouldn't work with vegetarian, obviously. There's different purifying masks, dehydrated, all different kinds of masks. Now, you would leave the mask for as long as the manufacturer states. Usually it's between 10 to 15 minutes, and at that time you could do a hand massage. Once you're moving on to level 3, you can then start doing a scalp massage, but that is a separate course. So if you look at the video for hand massage on my course, you will be able to go into hand massaging while your mask's on. Don't leave your client. Sit there, and then once you've done your hand massage, sit down and fill out all your treatment plans, fill out all your recommendation, your aftercare, do all your paperwork. Then you're going to go get some clean water to remove the mask. Okay? So I want you to imagine now. Okay, so I've been now and changed my water. You can use lemon as well, essential oil in your water, because that's very awakening and refreshing, or lavender. Or if you once you've done an aromatherapy course, you can choose what oils you'd like to use. So just when I come back, you start to awaken your client. I just do a little 3 clockwise and anti-clockwise press, and I just slide out, and that's just allowing your client to know you're back. You just say to him, just going to remove the mask. You don't want to talk throughout the facial, but you don't want to shock your client either, so you can just tell them, I'm just going to remove your mask, I'm just going to spray. Again, remove from your cheeks first, then your neck, then just flap them over, again, your cheeks. I prefer the mitts without any thumbs in, because they flick over easier. So when you are purchasing your mittens, you try and get the ones without any fingers in. And also I use at the salon chocolate brown ones, and they've been there for 3 years now, and they look absolutely brand new. Because when you use the white ones, they do tend to look grubby really easily, whereas obviously we're very good on hygiene to make sure that everything's fully washed at a boiling temperature. But even if you are washing or boiling, white does get stained, so try and think about that when you're purchasing products and equipment. And we will be doing a lesson, or we will have done a lesson, depending when you're watching this, on choosing your equipment and your products. So it's good to take all these things into consideration.